Okay, just finished my warm-up for my workout. Welcome to Humpdays with Hal. A couple things. Two thoughts that have been bugging me as I stand here with my good friend Brooks, who is helping me work through my personal fitness levels. What?
Helping you get through some stuff. Right?
Yeah, emotionally, psychologically, psychosexually. It's a tall order. But there were two things that struck me. One was, especially with all the talk about Robin this week and his depression that may have led to his suicide, that there's an industry of depression that as soon as news came out that he was depressed, became the most important part of the conversation. And people like Dr. Drew and like that just kind of jump on it and go, if you're depressed, get help, which is arguably true. But I think there's a big problem with the industry of depression, that there are a lot of people who are clinically depressed, really do have an illness, who need help. And they're not going to get help because the majority of people who go get treated for depression are just whiny, are just sort of on the weaker end of the human spectrum. They're not clinically depressed, they're not really broken, they're not psychologically or biochemically depressed, they're just lazy and narcissistic at the same time. So somebody who's clinically depressed sees them going to the doctor, sees them on meds or whatever, and goes, that would mean I'm even more of a loser if I hang out with him or I go get help. It's important that people get treated for depression if they really have it. If you don't really have it, if you're just kind of just recognize that you're just a whiny bastard, get on your own 2 feet and start helping yourself, so that people who are clinically, biologically, mentally having a problem don't have to wade through your lazy ass in the doctor's waiting room. Because there's real depression out there, and more than likely you don't have it. You're stronger than you think, you're just not acting on it. It's just lethargy. It's not depression. You're just bored and self-involved, and you shouldn't clog up the waiting room. Secondly, I noticed that before every exercise program, they always tell you, consult your doctor before you begin any exercise program. No matter what you put in the insanity videos, huge thing. Consult your doctor before you start any exercise program. Daily yoga from Gayam, where you're doing sun salutations, consult your doctor before. It's the exact same warning. Where is that warning on potato chips? Where is that warning when you walk into a McDonald's? Because could give you a heart attack is the whole point of that warning when you do it on an exercise program. But that's what the food in those fucking places does. It's terrible for you. It's terrible for you. You don't get a heart attack as you start an exercise program. You get a heart attack as all the shit you didn't do.
Well, the shit you ate before you started that exercise program.
Right. The heart attack is a natural progression of your previous behavior, not your current behavior.
Yeah.
That part drives me nuts. Like, there's a certain point where, yes, absolutely, there are people who are clinically depressed who need probably pharmacological help to solve that problem. There are people who, because they've been in a hospital bed in a coma for 5 years and are just relearning their body and just standing up, that might have cardiac or physical problems because they start an exercise program and go overboard. More than likely, that's not you. But you gotta, at a certain point, you gotta be able to make those judgments on your own. Just start kicking your own ass. Anyways, that was driving me nuts this morning. So, have a great Wednesday.
Nice.